The customs and the economy of streetwear. Now, what do I mean by streetwear? Streetwear literally, I mean, in a multi-dimensional fashion and multi-dimensional way, is how you perceive hip hop, how you perceive punk rock, or how you perceive style in general, like your favorite character, while you're playing a video game. Also, literally your favorite drink of vodka, your favorite drink of alcohol, your favorite drink of anything. Now, I'm currently 28, and I'm pretty popular. Currently going all out in my hobby. I'm actually ranked in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm mid-tier in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're talking about regional and worldwide, because I control link decks. I can't, deal with control decks, but that's the whole point, premise of this video. So what I mean by style, I mean when it comes to everything. Now, this doesn't have to be, just about style. This is a freestyle video indeed, and this is, talking about things like Fabolous. So this is a Fabolous, streetwear and everything video. So my favorite, homemade Kozuku song is No Rain, No Rainbow. And I got to use it on a date, and then later on, literally, when she tried to say some other time, I literally made the biggest joke. It said fuck you, and then said JK, and it was hilarious. Now, whether or not she got hacked, literally, I felt like it was a great opportunity to do some great things. And how to be Fabolous is really, really, really slick. Like, he says, oh, I'm so into you now, and I have, a flow like him, I've been trying to flow like him for a very long time. But I also like, Kanye. I like how Busta Rhymes raps fast and is really lyrical. My favorite, member out of D12, the Dirty Dozen Eminem, is Swifty McFay. Where it comes to high school, dissing, literally, it's very hard because a lot of, mainstream, adolescents or children literally are in their martial arts position, which means they only listen to music that benefits, you and, put somebody else in a social background like Rick Ross, Ant-Man, Gucci, etc. What they do is, what it is they're in a football position. Literally, so if you try to come through, sticker kids, bad rappers, a lot of stuff on my iPod, literally, they're like, take a hike, you have to understand that. So, the whole premise of streetwear, is recognizing that you have to be hard. Hard is, the basis of education, because when it's hard is everything. You think hard is this one thing, hard is a context, but when you do everything, literally, it's an accumulated hit. And the reason why I made this video is because long and elaborate is the way of society. Short, Russian roulette styles, literally, like, doing things in foreign high school, literally, is how you become, drowsy, do things that are drowsy. So I recently got a text message from Mel, Melissa, and then literally, she texted me something in Spanish, literally, that means love, and then I saw her literally story with, another man. I thought, it was a really big cheap shot, because me and Mel are hella cool. Literally, she's wearing my wear, literally, she's wearing turquoise, she's wearing my shit, and it's quite funny, actually. But nevertheless, let's get on punk rock. Literally, me and my generation are the only, kids to actually rep punk rock. You know why? It's the exact same reason I was talking about. School is hard, which is why when I met for Isaiah, literally, he was into heavy metal. People like Edward Ball, literally, was into new metal. So remember, if you're wondering why your style is not being heard, it's because literally the school system and streets are hard. Hard is like the beginning chord. You know why? Literally goes like this, like, hey, don't come up to me unless you fuck with Funyuns. Don't pick that hubba bubba off the ground, you're a trash bandit. See, the reason why it's hard is because it's covering everything in one, because you've been on a journey. It shows that you have experience. But if you're going off the top of the dome, best believe somebody else is gonna come back. Not only elaborate, but you literally calling out the toothpick of your joke. And that's the whole point of the early 2000s. But me, I find it selective, literally, when you are listening to rappers like Fabolous and listening, music like Yellow Card, because Yellow Card is punk rock. So, punk rock goes, in many ways, shapes, and forms. Like, literally, there's Sum 41, literally, there's A Date to Remember, literally, there's, obviously Yellow Card, and also a song from Blink-182, and Blink-182 is so basic. So what if you want to venture off from Blink-182 and start, slapping Yellow Card, start listening to Yellow Card? And, that's not gonna work because, the weight of it is, heavy metal, and, a whole lot of other genres within metal. And, what I learned recently from actually making the beat is, Dance Gavin Dance literally can make their own music and make their own sounds. That's why their sounds come out to be psychedelic. After you recognize that literally that does music come from gang members, you won't be jealous of them. And the whole point is style and flavor. And the whole reason why I wanted to make Fortress was to express my love for punk rock, because other people are in it for restraint. But where it comes to style, actually, selecting off the list, literally of what's cool, once you put yourself in a situation, you recognize why it's better. So I listen to, music that, drags onward concept, but, doesn't really, play off of the mystic formula. So I listen to Wiz Khalifa, Bad Rabbits, Stick Up Kids. And my favorite, music to listen over time, if you're looking up from the internet, is Shady Nate. And Shady Nate literally is, the older brother of Jay Stylin. That's if you're on your own, where a game's first starting, and that's your selection. A big problem with that is, people get the point across, but they don't get across the style and flavor. And my favorite basketball player is Allen Iverson because of the story. How he outparted, Michael Jordan. It's not really hard to understand Allen Iverson because he's just as swift as Swifty McVay. My Wiz Khalifa songs aren't the ordinary. Of course, I love this playing, but I also like, Take a Ride, Mrs. Right for Now. And if you want to hear literally a good, quote from Uncle Jay, or Uncle Sonny, Uncle Jay flows better for now. Literally, there used to be a store called Anchor Blue. Literally, why you should shop for literally the most, colorful creative shirts. Like I had a shirt full of a whole bunch of cassette tapes. Literally, I had a shirt literally that was purple that had blue rings or a drum on it. Literally that I wore freshman year. Literally, and literally I talked to Sonny like, Sonny, I have a brand new style. Literally, it's called Anchor Blue. He's like, no, everybody else is gonna be rocking Anchor Blue. Literally, I don't want you to be one of those people that's rocking Anchor Blue. I'm like, Sonny, it's so stylish. He's like, you know what, boy? Literally, at this point, I'm gonna make you wear hush puppies. So that's what my mom calls, bubblegum music. Bubblegum music comes when you don't have a universal concept like Michael Jackson, but you want to play out something like Bobby Brown. Every little step, Bobby Brown, you know how that beat's dangerously straightforward. We call that gay in society. You know why it's gay? Because it's predictable. But sometimes, doing what's predictable is way better than, doing what's complicated. Sometimes, but not all the time. And the main point of this video is that it's really cool to chill and relax with friends, listen to really popular music, and, start dancing to really popular songs. Because, what ends up happening, to, an average, person with Asperger's or anything, disability, I feel like, regular people are stuck up. So, it doesn't mind me. Is that when you're selective like that, literally, it gets in the way of competition, because competition comes from repetition, doing something a lot, and really, doing something and improving. And that music really comes from you're comfortable. Literally, well, I'd rather be comfortable than a stuck-up prick. Anyway, like I said, literally, it's the early 2000s, so transport your ass, literally, to a plane in Vietnam. I don't need to listen to Vietnam. You can Vietnam on these nuts. Let me be completely elaborate of what Nam means. That's why reading and being mature is subjected to Indian people. My brother listened to Flying Lotus in high school, and that's pretty, self-explanatory that, he's about what he says, I listen to, a lot of, really, lyrical music, literally gangster music like D12, Instigator, please don't look it up, that's one of my favorite songs, that's my personal shit. And I like the Click 5 Jenny. And, I listened to, a whole bunch of other bands in high school, like, The Secret Handshake, and I do like Cobra Starship. I really like Cobra Starship, especially Good Girls Gone Bad. And Hollywood Undead, Pippin was my own song, literally, that I did a walk to, when it comes to, mumble rap, a whole bunch of low tier rap on Tizzler, I feel like it all, feels the same, sounds the same. But, there's good, music out there, like, The Dream. I feel like it's watered down and gay, like, there's always gonna be Chris Brown, there's always gonna be Drake, but, I feel like I'm bringing something different to the table with Ditto. So, enough for the massacre. I feel like you should stop focusing on being unique and start focusing on this is Sparta! Don't congratulate yourself unless you have some really good music to listen to. Anyway, literally, this world works off, you know, TLC. And, you know, TLC is literally what my cousin Noel listens to, and you know, TLC really isn't for me, so you know, it's subjective. But I listen to a whole bunch of other music. And when it comes to Japanese music, oh, I have a shitload of them. Literally, I have a whole ton of them, literally everywhere. And it's freaking amazing. But anyway, literally, this is a freestyle video about being fabulous, you know, linear craft created in general. And this is Bootrix, and I'm out.